Starters, set to go. Racing caught them in a good line also. Tins Machine began well on the inside, but there goes Very Surprise, and also rushing forward Feel the Fire, but Tins Machine had the speed to lead. From Very Surprise and now moving up, it's God's Gift. He's out 3 wide. The rail is Feel the Fire, and Happy Frankel is poking up in the centre. They were followed a further length and a half away. Fireworks outside of Darcy. A further length to Heng Zing. The last two, D Great Swift, and now Pitcher coming off the back, and Tins Machine sets the speed and now starts to slow the tempo as well, as God's Gift is now moving up at the leader's girth, and Feel the Fire takes the trail, followed by Very Surprise, parked 1 by 1 on the outside. Further back in the run then is Happy Frankel around Darcy. A further length and a half away then was Fireworks, Heng Zing, now Pitcher, and D Great Swift is the tail ender, approaching the home turn, just over 600 to go. And it's Tins Machine, one of the roughies, leading the way from God's Gift to within striking distance. And then came Feel the Fire, now Very Surprised, being called upon from Darcy, and further back to Happy Frankel. And then came Heng Zing, and now pulling to the outside. Fireworks starts its runner, 400 left to go, and God's Gift has moved up there and takes over there with Very Surprised. Here's Fireworks, the deepest runner, and Darcy sticks to the inside. Feel the Fire weaving a passage, and Tins Machine still there. It's God's Gift who's trying to fight off all challenges, but now Very Surprised has gained a late split, goes through, takes over from God's Gift, and then Fireworks. It's going to be Very Surprised, and God's Gift is fighting back. Very Surprised wins a half length over God's Gift, and third Happy Frankel, followed by Fireworks and D Great Swift, who came from last. Tins Machine, then came now Pitcher, followed next across by Heng Zing, Feel the Fire, and Darcy back at the tail. Very Surprised, number 7, who came into favourite, has gained the upper hand and defeats God's Gift, and Happy Frankel has chalked up his first placing. It's a big odds again this afternoon, but it was a nice two-horse battle down the home straight. But Very Surprised has prevailed, ridden by Jackson Lowe for the Joseph Leck stable, overcoming God's Gift in the run to the wire. Happy Frankel third, and fourth will go the way of number 2, Fireworks, in the red and blue colours out wider. So gaining a late split between God's Gift and Fireworks. There was about 6 or 7 genuine chances there. They were spread across the track. But in the run to the wire, it was Very Surprised who has landed the prize and breaks through in the country. That's his first win at start 3 in Malaysia. His last win in Singapore, recorded back in May. 11 and 5 the return there for Very Surprised. Coming off a very sharp trial recently. Number 4, God's Gift, is the run. 7, Very Surprised, back into winning form today. Trained by Joseph Leck for the Lim Ji Heng stable. The 6-year-old New Zealand bred performer, ridden by Jackson Lowe. Number 7, the winner, Very Surprised. The runner-up is number 4, God's Gift. The 8-year-old, trained by Nick Selvin and ridden by CK Core, would have lost no admirers. He was caught wide for a good portion of the journey after being posted outside the leader throughout. And third is number 5, Happy Frankel, the 6-year-old, prepared by A.B. Abdallah and ridden by I Fikri. And fourth is number 2, Fireworks, ridden by El D'Souza. They will be your numbers after the running of race number 8. Having a look at the overall record there for Very Surprised, former Singapore galloper. That is now 30 starts for 3 wins and 2 minor placings. But form hasn't been too bad. He's been finishing on gamely his last 2 starts, the most recent when running 4th behind Made in China. His 2 previous victories over the 1600 metres, so no doubt his favourite distance there, the mile, for Very Surprised, and he salutes here in race number 8. The margins, it was a half by 2 with a further half to 4th. 137.5 the time, 137.5 after race 8. The replay coming up.